What's up, YouTube? Slim here, Team Purple Panda, here with my weekly update. If people know, last video I did was on the new OCG list. I didn't plan to do my update, this soon, but I'm going back to school next week, so I don't know when I would have had the chance to do it because I'm gone playing all day tomorrow. Sunday I got parties to go to and shit before we head back to school. So I'm here to do the update. Going to cover everyone's questions. I got a couple things to talk about. I actually got a lot of things to talk about, so I'm gonna get into it real quick. We're gonna start with the requests. Bear with me. Like I said, I always got my two screens. First one is shout out to Brand Noob 312 wants to know what I think of Mech Lords versus Tech Genis right now. Right now, Mech Lords are really just kind of shaky archetype. They're not really they haven't really taken off the way they probably should have. They're just not played by the right players. TG on the other hand are amazing. I'm planning on probably making the deck as well, just because it's a really cool deck. Tech Genis has a lot of just splashability with Tengu and just a lot of the main effects. I honestly think Tech Genis is the better choice right now. However, with the release of Heavy Storm, people are saying, oh, they won't be able to set as much, but I mean that means you won't be able to as well. So if their effects go off, you're still going to suffer. So I honestly think Tech Genis are better right now because Mech Lords haven't really taken off at all. So I hope that answers that question. I got another question regarding, Heavy Storm and True Nade. I'm going to get into that later on in this video, just so you guys know. Next one is a shout out to my boy like Bernie, really chill dude. Wants to know my opinion on the two new Fusion E heroes that are coming out. He's a big E hero and hero deck fan. I honestly think heroes are going to have a really good chance this next format. They have that not having to deal with as many back row with 3 MST and Heavy Storm out makes it so that your attacks are going to go through. So I think heroes have a big chance. He wants me to talk about Vision Hero Trinity and Vision Hero Adoration. So I'm gonna go with Trinity first. So Trinity is it's required. It needs 3 hero monsters. It's a dark type, and its effect is during the turn this card is fusion summoned. Its attack is double its original attack. So that means 2,500 times 2. That's 5,000. This fusion monster can attack 3 times during the battle phase. This card cannot attack your opponent directly. Basically, this fusion monster, this hero, runs over your opponent's monsters with 5,000 attack and basically beats the shit out of whatever you have on the field, which is ridiculous. If you're going up against Tengu, each time they'll deliver 3,300, you're going to lose. Really good card. Like I said, I don't know a lot about heroes myself, but I know that heroes will take off. So I see a lot of hero decks definitely making Vision Hero Trinity. Since it only needs 3 heroes, you can Miracle Fusion it really easily. So I see it easily taking off and causing quite a stir in the new format. So that's Vision Hero Trinity. The next one is Vision Hero Adoration, also a dark type. So right now there are 2 new dark type heroes. However, it's going to be really hard for people to make them unless you have a dark elemental hero like on your field. Super Poly in this case won't really help as much, but I mean it still will be played. It's a really broken card. But on Division Hero Adoration, 2,800 attack, 2,100 defense, requires 2 hero monsters, so any heroes. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls and 1 face-up hero you control, except this card. The opponent's targeted monster loses attack and defense equal to the attack of your targeted monster until the end phase. So basically, say you're playing against, I guess Shein or whatever you want to call it, and say you have E hero or elemental hero Stratos. You target Stratos. Your opponent Shein would lose 1,800 and go to 700, and then this beat stick would run it over. It has 2,800 attack. Really good. These 2 heroes show a lot of progress on the hero archetype. They show a lot of promise. I think Trinity is a little bit better, though. I like Trinity's effect. So I'm going to say Trinity is a little bit better, but I definitely can see these heroes definitely taking off. So shout out to my boy like Bernie. I hope that answers your questions, man. And please go sub to his channel. He's in my sub box. Really chill dude. So check him out. Next, I have, here we go. From, where are we right now? I swear. Let's see. We have... from Ed9000, shout out to you. He wants me to discuss a card called Urgent Tuning. Now, I kind of remember this card, but not, not really. It's been a while since, I looked at any of these cards. For people who don't know, it's a trap card from Crossroads of Chaos. Activate during your main phase. Synchro summon 1 synchro monster. Send the appropriate synchro monsters to the graveyard. So... this card is saying only during the battle phase synchro summon 1 synchro monster and send the appropriate synchro material monster to the graveyard. This card is, is interesting because, alright, what he's asking is, can you send the monsters from the deck to the graveyard? That's exactly what I was thinking, and I'm actually going to check it up right now because I'm not 100% sure if you can. I mean, if you can, that's ridiculously broken because, the fact that you can just do, if you can do that, that's like ridiculous. Let me see if it says anything right now. Let's see, can be used to negate, does not synchro summon from the extra day, allows you to perform a synchro summon the same way you usually are, including how you must send to activate this card. You must control the proper synchro monsters. So the answer is no. You are not able to send them from the deck. That would be so broken. I would be running that card like by the triple. It's ridiculous. So shout out to you, Ed9000. I hope that answers your question. It's kind of sad that you can't send them from the deck, but I totally understand because that would be way too broken for a card that's under raved like that. So shout out to you. I hope that answers your question. Once again, urgent tuning does not send from the deck to the graveyard. You must control the appropriate monsters to synchro. Next, shout out to Super Edful wanting to know about Glow Up Bulb. He was asking me if Glow Up Bulb was going to get banned. Clearly it wasn't. People are wondering, why they leave Glow Up Bulb at 3. The answer is that Glow Up Bulb can only have its effect activated once throughout the whole game, so you only get one shot at Glow Up Bulb. You don't get multiple shots with multiple Glow Up Bulbs. One time, that's it. People are wondering, if Glow Bulb is banned, is it overpowered or whatever? If you look at what they did to the list, they limited Lone Fire, they limited Debris, they limited, what is that, Pot of Avarice. They hit the deck enough. Glow Bulb is fine. It works really well. It's splashable in a lot of decks, but it's fine at 1. I mean, it's really hard to stop, but it's not as broken as a lot of cards, so I think Glow Bulb's fine. So I hope that answers that question. Glow Bulb's a cool card. I just don't think it's as broken as everyone thinks. The next one is shout out to Bean 052893 wanting to know my thoughts on the card Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is a really cool card. You know what it is. You pay 1,000. Fusion summon level 5 or lower, normal I think, or something like that. Really good. Was used in Katakuri's. Was used in a lot of other decks. To make Barreto or whatever it was. Cool card. I see Katakuri's having a chance if they're played in the right hands. So any deck has a chance next format. You just have to really. It just depends on the skill level of the player. So I think Instant Fusion's really cool. It's definitely going to help that deck because being able to synchro into Barreto and then set up your field turn 1 is amazing. So I hope that answers that question. Really cool card. I like it. And I just think, a lot of these cards that were underlooked last format will definitely have their time to shine this format. So I hope that answers that question. Next, shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! Perfection. Sent me a message in my inbox that now it has officially been cleared on Konami's website that the OCG list and the TCG list are identical. The TCG list is on Yu-Gi-Oh!-card.com. Go check it out. The lists are exactly the same. Nothing changed. Everything that got banned is banned. Limited is limited. Everything that we saw and that I presented in my last video is true. Go check it out. I'll have the link below. So our format is official, you guys. That's what's happening September 1st, 2011. Everything that I talked about in the last video. And as I finish up these requests, I'll be addressing the list and my personal thoughts. So shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! Perfection. Thank you for letting me know that, so that keep up to date with things. So that's all my requests, everybody. If I forgot anybody, I apologize. I've been really busy. I'm going back to school on Tuesday. I'm not even kidding. I have a fucking syllabus already for like one of my classes, like English class, becoming a kinesiologist. Some crazy shit. So Slim's going back to school, but don't think that I'm not gonna be playing. I'm playing every day. Just to let you know, I play in college, so it's pretty chill. But now I want to talk about before I get into the list, you guys, everyone's been asking me, what is my Gravekeeper deck looking like these days? Now that the list has become official, what's it looking like? I got it right here, you guys. Nothing's changed. I've been playing around with it of what I want to do. People are saying, what are you going to do now that, you can't run a press, you can't run a couple things. I'm going to let you guys in on a little thing. There are 2 cards that I'm definitely including in the double in my deck, and they are Bottomless Trap Hole, because Bottomless is going to be really good against decks like Agents, Gladiators, decks that have 1,500 or more, especially if Priority gets taken away. Those cards will just fall into Bottomless, and that'll be it. I'm keeping Warning and Judgment in here. I don't know why people say they'd be bad even with 3 MST. That's kind of stupid. I'm not running MSTs. I don't believe in running MSTs in the main deck. I will side only 2. I think 3 is absolutely retarded, which I'll get into later in the video. But that's it. And then Starlight Road. This card I'm main decking in 2. This card is amazing. I practiced on Dueling Network yesterday against some really bad Agent player. He goes Torrential. I go Starlight Road. He then goes Icarus Attack. Or not Icarus. I don't know what he was doing. He went Icarus Attack on something. It was really weird. Or maybe it wasn't Icarus. It was like Dark Hole, and I go Starlight Road number 2. So I had 2 Stardust on the field, and he was like, fuck. So I was like, yeah, game, 5,000 right there. So those are the 2 cards I'm definitely including. I'm still working on the deck. As soon as the deck is done, I'll give a profile. So that's all I got to say, you guys, on that. Now I'm going to get into my honest thoughts on the list. So everyone knows Fishborg gone, whatever. Fish is dead. Mind Master gone. Psychic slowdown, big time. Kills a lot of OTKs. The banning of Giant Trunade. You know, I saw it coming. Doesn't really surprise me. I'm glad it's gone. Glad Storm's back. The only card that really annoyed me is why, Konami, did you have to ban Royal Oppression? Problem with that is that you left JD at 3 and no Oppression. Very, very bad move, Konami. It's going to be really hard to stop Judgment Dragon. It's going to be really hard to stop a lot of special summoning. And I think this was just a bad call. Just because you want to push Exceeds doesn't mean that you should take away one of the best cards that we have left in the game. So that was a bad call. I wasn't happy with that. I think they could have done, a lot better. But, I can't argue with it, so this will be going in my binder, unfortunately. So, Royal Oppressions to the side for now. That was just a bad call. Another bad call is why the fuck did you bring Blackluster Soldier back? That was just dumb. That card doesn't need to be back. It's so broken. I mean, I do run Necro Valley, but, I mean, it still worries me. And, I think that was just a bad call on your part, Konami. Blackluster Soldier doesn't need to be back. We are not in the GOAT Control Chaos format. We're not in a Super Chaos format. So, I honestly think that was a bad call. I mean, yes, Twilight's going to get a lot of help, but that's about it. So, I mean, it really doesn't impress me that much. Pick up your BLS as well you can. The fuckers are like $40 for a gold, and like they go up and up and up. So, pick them up if you're going to run them. I'm not running them, so I really don't care. But bad move, Konami. That and Primal Seed, who the fuck cares? So, that's my honest thoughts on Blackluster Soldier. And the last thing I want to talk about is why on earth did Mystical Space Typhoon come to 3? That had to be like the dumbest thing I saw on this list. Like, I saw Heavy Storm came back and I was really excited. I was like, yes, the balance is back. Then I saw 3 MST and I went, oh, Konami, you fucked up again. Mystical Space Typhoon does not need to be at 3, nor does it need to be at 2. That shit should be at 1, along with Heavy Storm, and here's the reason why. With Heavy Storm, you're smart and you don't set multiple back row because you fear Storm. You then set maybe 1, but now that there's 3 MSTs running around, every single one you set is going to get spaced away, and it's just dumb. There's no skill involved. There's no more blind MSTing. You're just going to MST the one that's there. Really bad call on Konami's part. I think that's really dumb. Mystical Space Typhoon should have gone to 1, and Heavy Storm should have stayed at 1, and it would have been perfectly balanced, because then you don't have a hit or miss. You save them, conserve them, and use them at their appropriate time instead of blindly MSTing. I know there's going to be a lot of MSTing, hence why I'm not main decking MST. I think it's a bad call for Gravekeepers, because, it's kind of a dead draw, especially since we don't really care that much about back row. So, I mean, I'm going to main deck Storm, of course, and then just use it at the appropriate time, and I think that's what all pro players should do. I think that if you really understand this game and you know how to play your cards, you'll know when to activate Heavy Storm. So that's my honest thoughts, you guys. I was very disappointed with Konami for those couple things on the list. Heavy Storm back is the best thing they could have done. Banning True Nate is fine. MST did not need to come to 3. Argue with me all you want, but really think about it, you guys. It clutters your hand, and I mean, what if your opponent has no back row? And I mean, it's just a dead card to me, so I really feel that that was a bad call on Konami's part. Other than that, the list made me really happy. I will be, like I said, continuing to work on my Gravekeepers and trying to perfect them for the next regional, September 17th. That's all I got to say, you guys. Before I go, a couple shout-outs. Shout-out to VexKiss466, that's my boy. The HBIC, really chill dude. We did a video swap. Hope you guys check that out. He's a really cool dude, good friend of mine. So shout out to you, man. Let's keep doing this thing. Shout out to NasBoy06, Austin Kuhlman. We're gonna be doing a video swap soon as well. Big shout out to him and to VexKiss for helping me do that, get in contact with them to get my subs up and get people to watch my channel, watch my content. And thank you to all the subscribers. My numbers have been going up. Really happy. I've been working really hard. I hope you guys can appreciate the content I continue to bring to you. That's all I got to say, you guys. That's all my updates. If I forgot anybody, I apologize. Just re-inbox me your message. I will probably be only making 1 video a week now that I'll be back in school, but you still will get all your questions answered. So I got to say, you guys, I hope to see a lot of you in September at the regionals in San Jose. I will be running Gravekeepers. Let's just keep it going, and hopefully I can top and get my invite out of the way. That's all I got to say, you guys. I hope everyone's having a chill day. I'm having a cool day. Washington fitted on. It's all good. That's all I think I got ahead to cover today. This is my weekly update. It'll be a while now till I make my next update, so I hope this answers everyone's questions. I've said what I needed to say on the ban list. Exceeds will be taking off, but you know what? Whatever. We're just going to play this game out and see how it goes. So that's all I got to say, you guys. Please continue to rate, comment, subscribe. Thumbs up this video. Please thumbs up this video. I really want to have a lot of thumbs up, because the more thumbs up I have, the better chance I have for partnership. So thank you guys so much, and that's all I got to say, you guys. Thank you for watching.